What is up, guys? This is your boy Raven today, and today it's another day and it's another deck. The deck that I think it's really unique. A deck that is not gonna be for anyone, for everyone actually. It's gonna be for this few people that enjoy high risk, that enjoy different decks, that enjoy something that is really odd, but at the same time can win some games. It's an Alolan Persian deck with my little twist on it, but you will see that in a second. So there we go. I'm gonna first show you the full list, and then we're gonna play 2 games, and you will be able to decide yourself if you want to check the deck out or not. So let's start with one Ditto. One Ditto, a fantastic card, fantastic prism, goes to any stage 2, stage 1 deck, especially stage 1 decks, right? You can evolve it right away. Of course, no, after a turn. Then we have one Absol. Why Absol? If we're facing basic decks, we want to make it harder for them to actually be able to retreat, right? So that is why we have Absol. Then we have 2 Meowths. 2 Meowths from the set called Celestial Storm with the Spoil the Fun. So if you go second, this attack does 60 more damage. So they are spoiling the fun for us. And we have 2 Alolan Persians with an empty threat, which deals 90 minus the amount of energy that your opponent has, and 30 is each energy. But we also have one more Persian. I did not forget about this Persian, which has Make 'em Pay, and this is an amazing attack that says if your opponent has 4 or more cards in their hand, they reveal their hand, discard cards, you find it until your opponent has exactly 4 cards in hand. So you kind of decrease the amount of cards they have in their hand, especially after they gonna play Lillie, after gonna play something else that will increase the amount of cards they have in their hand. This is a really good attack. Then we have Sneasel Weavile, 1 Sneasel and 1 Weavile with Evil Admonition. Fantastic card if you're facing decks that have a lot of abilities. And also the Sneasel from Ultra Prism for the Sneaky Smash, so you want to discard the energy as as your opponent puts them their turn 1. So you can see that we really want to go second, right? We want to be second as we play the deck. But okay, sometimes those attackers not only not work, sometimes it happens, right? They do not work sometimes. So we got a Buzzwole, Baby Buzz with a Sledgehammer, fantastic attack, fantastic card. Diancie to boost him, and we've got 4 Rockruffs, 1 happy, 2 sad Rockruffs, and a line of 2 Lycanrocs. 2 Lycanroc-GX from Team Up with Twilight Eyes to discard the energy from our opponent's deck, and active Pokemon, sorry, and also a Lycanroc with the Bloodthirsty Eyes. Amazing Lycanroc, goes anywhere. And again, those are the counters also for the Pikarom, so we're not gonna be surprised by Pikarom. On top of that, we have Almighty Marshadow with ability of Let Loose, and 1 Tapu Lele. Let's go down to the trainers, because trainers are really interesting. So we have 2 Escape Ropes to be able to freely switch in between Pokemons, 3 Nest Balls, and 2 Pokemon Communications, so we can have the Pokemon we need in the current situation. On top of that, 1 Rescue Stretcher, 4 Ultra Balls, and 2 Brooklet Hills to actually get to the basics when we need them, right? Now we're talking about Buzzwole, Diancie, or Rockruff. Then we have 1 Acerola, 4 Cynthias, 2 Guzmas, 4 Lillies, and I mean really 4 Lillies, 2 Professor Kukui and 2 Choice Band. So you can see we have a nice line of supporters in this deck that will not only support the draws, but also will provide the support for the active Pokemon, and you will be able to switch the active Pokemon when we really need that. Also, on top of that, we play 10 energy. We have 2 fighting type energy. We have 3 unit energy with fighting, dark type, and fairy type, of course, and this goes right onto our Weavile, or if we need and we have to Absol, but you know how it is sometimes, and 4 pieces of DCE, right? So 4 DCE cards. So idea is pretty simple, if you ask me. I call the deck Meow Persian. Yes, we have unfinished chain with Persian, of course, but let's take this deck for a spin and let's see what this deck can do. I'm gonna guide you through the game. So we have the game 1 that we go for. against a dark type deck, so probably, you know, a Guzzlord deck, or maybe Yveltal deck, maybe Darkrai, maybe Tyranitar deck. So let's call the coin flip. You know I'm always doing heads, and we've lost. But hopefully, you know, our opponent is gonna go second. Oh right, we are going second. Perfect. If we're gonna draw Meow, we can actually deal 70 damage, so can have nice turn 1 KO on our opponent with a Meow, which is really good. And hopefully we're gonna draw Meow, right? Like, this is really what I'm hoping for. Okay, we do not have Meow. It happens, but we have Sneasel, which means if our opponent is gonna put energy, I'm gonna actually discard it. Why I did not play Rockruff? I don't want my opponent to Guzma my Rockruff, to be up front. And we are facing Meow. Okay, so this is gonna be really interesting. Wow, really interesting. So we're not going to be able to discard the energy, because it only works... energy from one of your opponent's Pokemon. Okay, so it's going to work on... actually, it's going to work on Umbreon that's going to appear. And that's good. But that was, you know, surprising turn of events. I would not, you know, did not see that coming. So Umbreon's strategy is pretty clear. They want to knock out... They want to get their Pokemons knocked out, so Umbreon can jump right in and attack for a huge amount of damage, right? Because retaliate, it's 120 damage. Of course, you know, it is gonna be hard to knock him out. For now, as long as we do not have Buzzwole, as long as we do not have anything that can hit him hard, it's gonna be a little bit harder for us. You know, the Weavile will not do a lot, even though we just drew him. So definitely no, we're gonna go unit energy, and I'm gonna discard Weavile. Like, I know at this point in time I don't need him, and let me go for a Marshadow. Actually, I think, you know, looking at his hand, he has a huge hand, and Marshadow is gonna be a perfect card to play right now. So let's go with Marshadow. And we drew really good cards. Okay, so I'm gonna draw my own Meow. That's first things first, and we're gonna play Buzzwole, and I can still on top of that play Cynthia. So I'm gonna have an additional 6 cards that I can play, and oh my goodness, this is good. This is good. I've got Rescue Stretcher. Oh yes, oh yes, Sneaky Smash. This should discard the energy. There we go. So definitely no energy advantage is on our side, and it's slowly going, you know, towards Lycanroc. Of course, you know, right now the Persian is gonna be, you know, the card that will dominate the field for a second, as he can deal right now, if I'm correct, 60 damage, because it's 30. Yep. So 60 damage on a Sneasel, which I don't know, I really want to retreat on that. Let me think, because I can play energy on the Buzzwole, retreat Sneasel, and actually, you know, like, attack with Buzzwole, which would be 60 damage, so not a lot. I can draw a Guzma at some point, and maybe, you know, You know what? Yeah, so what I can do is, but at the same time, he's going to retaliate. So it's 120, 130. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, I'm going to put... Yeah, this Lycanroc back to the deck. Find Lele. Actually, no, I don't have to find Lele. I forgot about Diancie, so I'm gonna play Diancie. There we go. Retreat, and there is gonna be a KO on Persian, but I don't want to do that yet. So I know he's not using any abilities, so, you know, Sneasel, Weavile, that's out of the window. You know, I should not use that, but there we go. I have my own Persian now. He's not playing any GXs, so Sledgehammer. There we go. That's a knockout. And we should, are going to be able to survive the next turn, because even if he's going to, you know, use Retaliate, he's going to be 10 damage below my HP, which is good. 10 damage short, fantastic for me. Well, he can still play Professor Kukui, which will mean that actually I have to, you know, start building towards something else. But okay, okay, it's not as bad as, you know, someone would have think or thought. And I don't think he has Kukui. Of course, I can only deal 100 damage, but with Kukui I can surpass that. So I will be able to knock out this Umbreon after he's gonna, you know, play his turn. So no Kukui because he played Lillie. Definitely no draw support is on his side. Shrine of Punishment. Well, if I want to go for Lycanroc, this is actually going to be, you know, a really interesting situation. So let's go. I have my own plan in my head, and I have to do my plan. So Kukui for the additional damage that we can deal. And this is interesting that we drew Ultra Ball. Because if I'm going to do Bloodthirsty Eyes, I can get rid of this Eevee, but I'm going to lose... You know what, yeah, let's leave it the way it is. Sledgehammer, that's a knockout. He has to find energy. Hopefully, you know, he does not have energy, but maybe he does. I have a DCE. I can go for Acerola, and I can go for the Lycanroc that actually, you know, can discard the energy from the active Pokemon. So definitely, I have a few ways to do it, a few ways to pull this off. But he is digging. Like, you can clearly see my opponent is digging for something, and we kind of have answers for a lot of things. So there we go. It's gonna be another Umbreon, so he knows I'm gonna knock out his Pokemon here, which means right now I don't want to go for Lycanroc that will discard the energy, but actually what I want to do is go for a Bloodthirsty Eyes Lycanroc to put this Umbreon front and knock him out. So he's gonna be like, his energy, you know, status is gonna be below what he would want, so we're gonna have energy advantage, right? So let's see. Well, I know yeah, there he is. So this is a deck that really, you know, is flexible. And you can feel it, you know, depending on the situation, depending on what is happening on the board, I can easily, you know, change my strategy. I can easily change what I want and actually start dealing the damage. I can start, you know, doing what I need. There we go, Brooklet Hill, right? So bye-bye Shrine of Punishment and the Claw Slash. So that is a knockout right over here on Umbreon. So of course now he can play another Umbreon. His Persians aren't deactivated because they can't attack. Like, they can, but their attack isn't gonna do nothing because I have 3 energies. But as you can see, he's going for a Hoopa, right? So him going for a Hoopa is really interesting piece, because now again, now you'll see me playing around the Hoopa, which I like. I really enjoy the fact that we have this Hoopa right now, because this will show you guys how, you know, I have to play around and how to play around Hoopa. So my idea right now is to get into Weavile, maybe, you know, later play with Meow and Persian, but for now let's start knocking him out. That's gonna be a Claw Slash for another knockout. And again, we have escape rope, so whatever he's gonna do, right? If he's gonna, you know, put something else up front, I can always, you know, put my Sneasel, retreat him. I can always, you know, I have options, and that's what this deck is about options. Whatever you do, you can, you know, really change the strategy as the game progresses. You can, you know, change the idea that you have of a deck on the fly. And you can clearly see that now. Like, I have no clue that he's gonna play Hoopa, and we're playing around. We're really playing around that Hoopa right over here. So I would love to, be able to play this Lycanroc, but I kinda can't, so escape rope. Let's look at the energy, by the way. 1, 2, okay, so I have, that's 2, that's gonna be 3. Okay, so I still have 1 unit. Whoa, he played Umbreon. So I'm playing Persian. If he's playing Umbreon, I am playing Persian. Yeah, I'll just put some, some items. Why not? Empty thread, so that is 90 damage that we can deal. Ideally, I would have a Rockruff right now on the board, and I would evolve it into Lycanroc, get rid of this energy as the Hoopa is active. And I really have to count the energy, so we still have 2 DCE, 1 unit, and 1 fighting type. So that is black market. There we go. So I'm not gonna be able to take prizes right now. Well, at least that's what he thinks. There we go. There we go, with an empty thread. But as you can see here, he prepared his Hoopa with 80 damage. So I have to be really careful. Okay, we got a Persian. And like you can clearly see how far we are, up front, how he's behind with prize cards. And I think, looking at what he's doing here, maybe he's gonna play Guzma on a Diancie or on Lycanroc. Okay, this is a little bit surprising, but okay, on Lycanroc, definitely. I can understand that move. And well, I kind of don't want to, but I know I have to. Retreat and play Persian. There we go. But I know, misplay. I forgot. Oh my goodness, I forgot about 3 energy on his Pokemon. Okay, so that was my misplay. I can deal with that. So DC on Alolan Persian right here, Cynthia. 3. So I still have Lilies. I still have Kukui. I still have Guzmas in the deck. So I still have options. And his main problem is that I can actually have a draw Guzma. But yeah, me drawing Lillie is not even remotely good. So I kind of want him to knock out the Persian. Because now if he's going to be able to knock out Persian, I'm going to actually be able to do something with his deck. And again, those are single prizes. He's at 10 cards only, and he's still drawing. So this works in my favor, because Hoopa is a stall card. He does not have any Shrines of Punishment anymore. Right, I think I discarded 2, I believe. Yeah, I discarded 2. And he's still drawing. Okay. So Cybele, that is a knockout, and I'm gonna put... Actually, I think, what, Marshadow? Yeah, let's give him Marshadow. Because this is gonna... Oh, and Cynthia. So yeah, so this is gonna change a lot of things. So I'm gonna start with Ditto, since Ditto can evolve into anything. And Cynthia on top of that. So if I'm gonna draw Guzma, the game is over. If not, I can still do something. Which means I think the game might be over. I don't know. Well, Weavile will only do... Let me think. If I'm gonna evolve Lycanroc, right? Okay, so I know my next turn. Alright, so what I think is, next turn, what I'm going to do, I'm going to evolve into the Lycanroc that I have in my hand, discard the DCE, put Weavile from my discard pile back to my hand, evolve Sneasel, out of all the things, And yeah, it's not gonna be enough probably because it's 100, but he's not gonna be able to attack because he needs the DCE, and he does not have any more DCE besides the stuff that he has. Actually, no, actually this is oh, this is actually fantastic. I don't even have to discard the energy, but we will. There goes DCE, and we've won. Like, this is the game, right? This is the game. So you can see how the deck works. Miracles against Hoopa. So there we go. Kukui, additional 20 damage that I needed to win the game. Evil Admonition, GG. But let's play the turn just like we should play. So Evil Admonition, there we go. We've won the game. But let's go to game number 2, because that was kind of an odd matchup. You must admit, a really odd matchup that we've seen here. Let's go to game number 2, and let's see. Hopefully we're gonna go second again, and we're actually gonna draw Meow. And you saw that, not all the pieces of the puzzle, not all the pieces of the deck are always played, but that's how the deck works, right? You have to pick what you want at a certain time. I would like to go first. No, actually no. Let's see if we can do turn 1 KO. Not really. We have a Rockruff. Oh, Rockruff. But okay, we've got a DC, we've got an energy, and we also have Lillie, which it's not bad. It's not a bad start. Come on, Tom Yum, let's go for it. Maybe he's gonna play Marshadow, so I don't really want to think about my hand too much, because when you're going second, you have to have in your head that, okay, they might play Marshadow, they might really mess up my hand, or they can play a Judge, mess up my hand again. So yeah, I think Rockruff, sad Rockruff, is okay. Let's leave it, and we'll see where this is gonna go. Or maybe no, maybe our opponent is offline. So looking at this, the Decidueye Zoroark deck, that's what I'm gonna think. Because really, I don't think this is anything else but Zoroark Decidueye deck with opponent that clearly is AFK, I believe. Which is not, not good. Okay, he's not AFK. Alright. Fairy type energy. Wait. Is he gonna show me Gardevoir for whatever reason? I hope not. Actually, I hope we're gonna draw Meow this turn, to be quite honest. If he's gonna leave only Rowlet, I hope we're gonna draw Meow, because then we're gonna have a turn 1 KO. And a victory, right? So definitely an interesting turn of event that would be. And I kind of notice, I know guys if you notice that, but more and more people are taking the practice like that. Oh yeah, there we go, Judge. As I said, we talked about the Judge, so there he is, played. And we got Cynthia, so yeah. Okay, Zorua, so it's a Decidueye Zoroark deck. That's it, but I don't really, I can discard Lycanroc, and okay, you know what, we're gonna try to knock him out turn 1. So let's go for Meow, right? Cynthia, hopefully we're gonna have energy or anything that will help us switch. There is energy that we can utilize. So I'll be able to knock out Rockruff. Okay, and also, we have Cynthia for the next turn. Absol, not really in this matchup, so let's go with Weavile. Weavile definitely will be a lot better since he's playing Zoroark deck on the Rockruff, and that should be a knockout right over there. There we go, 17 damage, turn 1, a knockout. What a turn, what a knockout. Of course now it's gonna be a lot harder, cause yeah. Now I need to find Persian, but looking at his hand, looking at the board state, I might say if this is not a supporter that he's gonna draw, or it was not supported that he had in his hand. We have this game. Like, we really do have this game. Okay, that's a Rescue Stretcher, so it's not doing, not doing it justice. What else? And that's it. Ah, so it was a supporter. Okay, so we got a Cynthia to refresh the hand. All right. Come on. Like, I know I have my own Cynthia, and I know I'm gonna play a DCE on a Rockruff. But it's still gonna be fun game. As per that, this Restorac Decidueye, I'm so sorry. Restorac Decidueye was a tier 1 at some point, right? I think it was mid-October, late October, November actually, I think I should say, around November. That was a tier 1 deck. Deck that, a lot of people still miss, and a lot of people still talk about. So it was not that bad after all. Okay, so I'm gonna have to give away my Rockruff. For I think the great cause, because we'll be able to discard this energy. So I played Kukui just because I really right now need this Lycanroc that will help me discard this DCE, because his deck relies on DCE only. And I don't think he has Oranguru or any other way to actually take the energy back. So there we go. That's gonna slow him down. But yeah, to be honest, I don't think he has any other way to get the energy back, especially the DCE. So 3 more DCE to go. And he has a weakness to fighting type, so that also gives us a little bit of advantage. Right, so come on, 5 prizes to 5 prizes. And of course we're gonna see also Alolan Ninetales favorite type. So this is a really old deck in terms of standard, right? Because standard just shifts super fast, and the development of the decks is incredible. So it happens. Ooh, both timer balls, like one timer, but both coin flips did nothing, and the Decidueye back to the deck for a Ninetales. And of course 100 damage, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, 500 damage instead of 120. I'm okay with this amount of damage. I know we have a knockout next turn, which he does not have. Mount Lanakilia. Why? I mean, you could have traded easily. Larvitar, wait. So he's playing Tyranitar in this deck? Really? That's okay. I thought, Mount Lanakilia is the card. When you see, that your opponent plays a lot of stage 2s, or stage 1s, you don't really, go for Mount Lanakilia. You actually want to, like, trade it. Maybe get something better, but that was his option. He prepared his hand for the next turn. Attack for 120, passing the turn. Okay. We got a unit. Cynthia. Okay, let me see. So I can get my Buzzwole a Pearl. Wait. I have to think now. Diancie, definitely. Should I bring Meowth? That is a good question. Or just leave it. I mean, I think I'm gonna leave 1 space. It's Acerola BUS, a knockout down to 3 prize cards. Of course, now if he's gonna knock out, and he is going to knock out our Lycanroc, we're gonna go really hard because we don't have energy, and he's gonna go below 4. So actually, Buzzwole Sledgehammer will not attack. But it's still possible for us to win. Hopefully he has no energy, or he will not draw energy, because I don't think he has any way to actually bring the energy back. Because normally you want to play Oranguru to bring back the DCE. I think Gardevoir can bring 10 cards, Slaking can bring cards, I believe. And that is it. I think there's nothing else that brings special energy from the discard pile. Okay, I see some aggressive trading, crashing ammo, so DCE is gonna go. Okay, for each energy card in your opponent. So wait, did he just gave me, you know, another knockout? Because if he would thought, you know, that he's gonna knock me out this turn, he would not actually, you know, play the ammo. Wait, so that's 30 for each, right? So that's 30, 60, 90, 100. Yeah, I think we have another knockout on Zoroark. Well, he still can, you know, put the DCE on the Zoroark. He could have drawn it. I don't know. It's always safe to say, it's always safe to assume that they actually have the DCE during their turn. That the DCE is always in their hand. Even though it clearly, I think, you know, and clearly you can tell that it's not. But it's always good to assume they have it. They don't. Okay, so he does not have a DCE. Great. Great, because now I have a knockout. But first things first. I don't want to play Bloodthirsty Eyes. Not yet. So I want to prepare my hand for, you know, for those next turns, because I know I have a Rescue Stretcher, so I can bring back one of the, you know, Lycanrocs. That's here. Let's play Lillie. And a Brooklet Hill, actually. Okay, that's not bad. Okay, Weavile. And Splintered Shards GX should knock him out, and that's exactly what happens. 220 damage, 1 prize card left. He still has 5 cards to go. Of course, no, it can change pretty fast, right? You know, it's like a kaleidoscope sometimes. It changes super fast. That is 70 damage, so I'm still gonna be able... Okay. Yeah, okay, so we're still good. I honestly thought, you know, that we're gonna be knocked out, but we're still good. 1 prize card left. A Judge. He has no idea. Actually, he helps me with the Judge, because all I need is 1 energy on a Weavile. Guzma Cynthia Lele. Okay. So I only need 1 energy to actually, you know, knock out, because it's 100. Wait, that's 50, 100, 200 damage that I can deal with Weavile, and that's kind of, you know, what I'm gonna go for. So Snowy Wind, this is a knockout, which is okay. I'm gonna put Weavile front, and well, I think it's gonna be a game. And that's how the deck works. So let's try to find the energy, right? The missing energy. Weavile. Cynthia, come on. There we go. So he gave up. Like, he knew we were gonna draw the energy. He just knew. So guys, this is the deck. You have the full deck list down there below, and I would say in the panels, not in the panels, down there below, with also 5% discount code on any code you would purchase on Professor Oak, and also with a link to my eBay when I'm selling some dollar codes for some promos that you can purchase. So don't forget about that. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and take the deck for a ride. It is really good. It's really versatile deck. You can really, you know, play your game, because you dictate how, you know, how the deck plays, how your opponent will play. So thank you so much for watching the video. Don't forget to check out the Twitch streams Monday to Friday, 9 AM CNT, Raven Cold Snatch. That is a Twitch name, nothing else, just that. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys in tomorrow's deck video. Thank you guys for watching. Raven loves ya. Bye.